He bit his ear. He's out. Disqualified. He bit his ear. I can see the bite mark.
Okay. He bit his ear. He's out.
Telling Mark Ratner, head of the commission.
Well, let me ask the doc. He bit his ear. Can you go on?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to be a 2-point deduction. The fight will go on. 2-point.
Mills Lane was ready to stop the fight for Holyfield.
The fight will go on.
Overruled by Slipomansky, the doctor, who said
Mills Lane is a take charge kind of guy. He's a judge. He'll take no nonsense.
Bullshit. It's going to cost him 2 points. 2 points. 2 points off here. He bit his ear. He's out. Disqualified. He bit his ear. I can see the bite mark.
Okay. He bit his ear. He's out.
Telling Mark Ratner, head of the commission.
Well, let me ask the doc. He bit his ear. Can you go on?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to be a 2-point deduction. The fight will go on. 2-point.
Mills Lane was ready to stop the fight for Holyfield.
The fight will go on.
Overruled by Slipomansky, the doctor, who said
Mills Lane is a take charge kind of guy. He's a judge. He'll take no nonsense.
Bullshit. It's going to cost him 2 points. 2 points. 2 points off here.
Never in my life could I imagine anything. I'd never seen it. I couldn't even imagine. I'm a screenwriter, a novelist. I couldn't dream that up and have that in a script or a novel and have anybody believe it.
Why did you stop?
How many times you want him to get bit? There's a goddamn limit to everything, you know, including bites.
Well,
That's why.
Now, Tyson's camp will say that the headbutts were intentional.
All bullshit. The headbutt, unintentional butt. No. The headbutt was an unintentional butt, and I called it.
Mills, why did you stop the fight? Because of the first bite on the ear or the second?
The second one. The first one was the foul. I took 2 points. The doctor said he could continue. So let it continue. And he beat him on the other ear. I told him, I said, one more time like that, that's it. You're gone. I told them both. Knocked the rough stuff up, and he bit him again. I said, that's it, you're gone.
As Holyfield leaves the ring, the condition of the ear, could he have continued, and did you disqualify him because of the foul or because he couldn't continue?
Oh no, I disqualified Tyson for the second foul. I told him, do not do that again. You do, you're gone.
So he could have continued. The physical condition of Evander Holyfield was such of you that he could have continued had he not disqualified Tyson.
Well, I didn't ask the doctor. I never reached that point. I wasn't going to ask the doctor. That wasn't a question. That kind of foul would be. You got to take a position sometime somewhere. That was it.
Pandemonium breaking out here as Mike Tyson is leaving the ring, and we'll continue with Mills Lane. As you see people getting knocked over, our camera goes down. Mills, let me continue here. Mike Tyson's people and Tyson are going to say, I'm sure you didn't call a foul on the headbutt, which caused the eye, and this could have been a retaliation by Tyson.
I called it a butt.
But you didn't take a point.
An unintentional butt, you don't take a point. An unintentional butt unless it occurs the second time. An unintentional butt, that if he fight stop, you go to the scorecards after 4 rounds. There's a difference between an unintentional butt and a bite.
Do you feel as though that's what Tyson was doing, however, that he was retaliating?
I do not know. You'll have to ask him. I don't speculate. I do not know the answer to that.
Obviously, disappointment, Mills. Got to be disappointing for you to have it come to a conclusion like this as well.
Hey, you know, you play the hand you dealt and do the best you can with the card. That's all I can tell you.
All right, Mills Lane, thank you for your time. Let's send it back now to Steve Albert.
Missing me. Missing game. I'm like, wow, okay. And I hit him a little bit, and all of a sudden I started tapping him like this, and I got him cold like this. He was looking at me, and I dared him to move. You know what? He moved. And I throw this right hand and hit him right here. bust his head to the white meat. And he still talking about he still talking about a headbutt. Come on, boy.
Rewind the tape.
I'm telling you, look, I'm telling you, right here, I bust his head to the white meat.
All these years, I got cuts on him on this side. I about to feel like I get cut in the middle because the head hit me in between my eyes.
This knuckle right here. This knuckle right here. This knuckle. You go, come on, you can measure to that.
Put it right to his face.
Right, that right.
You want me to jump up down?
Look, Bo, I ain't got time for that. I don't fight for free, Bo, no more. I don't fight for free.
You make me mad.
Boy, I ain't trying to make you mad. I'm just trying to.
You're not trying to tell the truth. His side of the story.
But it's like, I'm telling you what happened.
He went out.
Look, I hit him right here. He was bleeding right there. He had nose bleed and all that. The boy was bleeding. One shot, blood 3 different places. You know that was a big smack. Bam! I hit him, boy.
That's the first time that ever happened.
Yeah, ain't nothing happened.
But somebody headbutted me and it's bleeding.
Bo, ain't nobody here.
Yeah, if you're not hitting in a hard one shot, you bust my nose, eye, mouth. One shot.
I don't even hold my head down like that.
But you come up.
You taller than me.
Come on,
well, get up and see. You can. My head don't even reach up that way yet.
Right.
You know how you know,
you lying.
He can fool you up, but he can't fool
Well,
me.
you know what? I'm telling you, that's just like when we had that thing with Tyson and all that.
Right.
They try to get Tyson sour headbutt. You know what Tyson told him?
No,
Holyfield don't headbutt. You know Holyfield don't even know how to
You know that nigga scared of you.
No, he ain't scared of me. He told y'all
knew he was in a fight, though.
He said,
You think Mike was scared?
Tyson know he was in a fight.
You think Mike was scared of Evander, Bo?
do I look like a guy to be afraid of? No. Headbutt him, he headbutt me. Then Mike started telling everybody I'm a headbutter. Then all of a sudden the thing come out, Evander's a headbutter. I said, my head hurt too. I was acting like it didn't hurt. Cause my mama told me what's gonna happen if you give in to that, he gonna do it again. And it worked. That he ain't headbutt me no more.
And then you have the long-awaited Evander Holyfield match. What did you think of Evander as a fighter coming into that fight?
I used to thought he was awesome. I had great admiration and respect for him, but I used to never thought he could beat me. And I went in the first round. This is what amazed me about him. In the first round, I hit him with a right hand to the body. I heard him scream, and he tried the next thing I know, I'm on a roll. 10 rounds, 11 rounds, you know? I wish I never hit this guy there, you know? I wish I never hit this guy. I hit this guy in the body, he tried to kill me. I heard him scream, he tried to really kill me.
Now, throughout that fight, he's doing these accidental headbutts. How annoying was that for you?
Well, listen, right? This is the real, right? I got away with that, you know. I got the sympathy from that, but I was butting him too. He got the better of the butt game, you know. But he's just splendid, you know. He's a splendid guy, and that's why I despise him so much, because I admire him so much. I want to kill him.
And then you have the long.
So what's going on, people? I just wanted you guys I wanted to just relive some of those moments, and I wanted you guys to hear out of Mike Tyson's mouth what he said. You know, one of the things that I know about fanboys, whatever, they will say things that the fighter that they're defending don't even say. And in fact, you know, I heard Mike Tyson say the same thing that Holyfield told him, like, Holyfield don't be headbutting, man. You know, like, they try to get Mike to say these things and let's go with it. Let's, you know, try to make him out to be a dirty fighter. And you know how things go. Once someone says something that sticks with you, you know, it kind of sticks on you, people go with it. And when you sit down and watch things without somebody's influence, your common sense lets you see, like, damn, you know what, all of this time I was repeating what this person said or what people were saying, but then when I look at it for myself, I can see the foul and the people calling foul. You know, I forget who Andrew Galata fought, but I remember Andrew Galata was this guy, somebody he fought, and his corner was yelling, oh, the guy's fouling, you know, Andrew. who the hell can, like, Andrew Galata is one of the most dirtiest fighters of all times, and we know this. And the reality is, with any fighter that you can go back and you can look at video, you can rewind things and look and see things that people were doing that was dirty. You can see it, that what they were doing. Now, people misinterpret things as being dirty a lot of times because they don't understand the rules of something. But if you understand boxing, you know what the hell is dirty and what's acceptable, what's not. This is why I show footage, because people will watch something and then tell you, oh, I never saw that, or yeah, but it was different, or it was because of this, it was because of that. Now, you saw Evander Holyfield tell Mike Tyson to his face he was the one headbutting him, and he's telling people, I'm headbutting him. And you see Mike sitting there laughing, cracking up laughing. I told you guys this before, but it's like, let me show you. Let me show you, because you can say something and people will hear you, but they still will repeat what people say. It's like me saying Deontay Wilder lost his confidence because he's stepping up fighting better competition. He fought Joseph Parker. Now, let's say if he fought Joseph Parker and fought him like he fought back, and this was a back and forth, but Joseph won anyway, right? He says he lost his confidence when he started losing. Okay, so we got to start with Fury then, because Fury beat you first. You talk real confident going into the Joseph Parker fight, though. You talk real confident. Remember the Robert Helenius fight? He talked about how he hadn't fought in a long time. He still knocked him out, so he wasn't worried about Joseph Parker. Remember all these things he was saying? He fought Joseph Parker like he wasn't confident. Because now I know I'm stepping up in competition despite all the nonsense that I'm saying. Now he's talking about he got hatred in his heart, but he's smiling all the time. Remember how he used to always try to screw face, try to intimidate even interviewers and all that? And so the whole thing is, why is it when I said he's lost his confidence, while the fans are trying to argue about it, but then he comes out and says, after I lost my confidence, but then he tied that into being heartbroken and all. Bro, listen, at the end of the day, if you can't call a spade, then you shouldn't be talking to anyone. If you're biased and you're just going to say things to try to defend the person that you like more, you shouldn't be talking. You really shouldn't. So you hear Mike Tyson out of his own mouth say, I was headbutting Holyfield too. And I keep telling you guys, how the hell is someone 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", gonna headbutt a motherfucker 5'11" without hurting their eyes or their nose or, hitting their cheek? Like, he's just a master at headbutting people. Yeah, like people just say, it's like watching a magic trick. We know that they never saw that little girl in half, right? Or did some of you really think that they did, and somehow she just didn't bleed and scream for help and scream out of pain and agony, right? But you hear this, and this is what I'm saying. That's why I always say, even like when he bit Holyfield his ear, the excuse was headbutts. Well, why did he bite Lennox Lewis on his thigh? Why is this dude always biting people? What, they don't feed Mike? He don't eat? His wife don't cook for him? Why is he always biting someone? Did he bite Lennox Lewis because of a fucking headbutt? Was he shouldering and tried to headbutt James Quick Tillis in the mouth when he tried to headbutt him? Was that because of a headbutt? When he purposely hit Razor Ruddock low, was that because of a headbutt? No, this is just what Mike Tyson did. Mike would throw that hook and then follow with the elbow. I watched Mike do shit and people act like they didn't see it. And my thing was, okay, cool, man. We're gonna sit here and play stupid. The excuses that people made, even like when Mike Tyson, I remember when he beat Bruce Seldon. Now, I know you can get that temple shot. We've seen it happen to Daniel Dubois more recently, right? When one of his fights where that guy caught him in the temple and he was like discombobulated, man, and like his equilibrium was thrown off, and like it didn't even like a hard shot. We've seen those things happen when somebody throw a shot and it looks like a grazing shot, then all of a sudden you see a person stagger and stumble. My thing is, usually when that happens, though, a person might get the Bambi legs or something, right? Bruce Seldon just felt like a sack of potatoes being dropped, man. And if you look at that punch, the glove never touched him. That shit went over his head. and this part of Mike Tyson's arm, not even his elbow. This part, and this is a funny bone, okay? This part of his arm, like his tricep, like the inside of his body, like that's what hit Bruce Seldon. It didn't even hit him; it just great, like slid over the top of his head. You telling me, you big 235-pound muscular dude, strong, you know, in there sparring, getting hit and fighting, and somebody knocked you out by their fucking arm sliding over the top of your damn head. And then he did the whole get up, and the ref was counting, and hey, he's looking like, ref, hurry up, man, you count too damn slow. And he purposely does the stumble into the corner. He didn't want no more. And then the ref waves it off in his second. He waves it off, and Mike starts walking to him. What does Bruce do? He stands up and walks over. All of a sudden, his legs are fine. He's not stumbling. He's not nothing. He's fine. Come on, man. Like, you know, and my thing is, we're not trying to take anything from Mike. We're saying this dude went and pretended. But Mike Tyson fans are so obsessed with trying to make him more than what he is, a human being. That's all. A fighter that can be beat, and he was. That's all. But they want to make it the excuses. You can't. Look, here's the thing. Bruce was so chicken-hearted, okay? He was so chicken-minded. Our hearts pump blood. It doesn't think. Okay? He's so chicken-minded, he went there against Mike Tyson, and he was that scared to get hit. He was that scared to get hit. Before that fight happened, I remember people, yo, what you think about Bruce? I'm like, man, Bruce is soft. No, but Bruce, yeah, I seen the Oliver McCall fight. Yeah, he's the Tony Tucker fight. See, the thing with Bruce Seldon that was weird is he had some fights that were actually good fights. And if you look at him, he would pace around the ring. Like, he had to psych himself damn near every round to keep fighting. So it's like he had potential, but he was soft. Certain fighters that were good fighters, he could give a good fight with, but he was just soft. Plain and simple. Bruce Seldon getting there and he quit. Why can't people understand that? Well, because if we say that, then we're taking the victory away from Mike. You ain't taking nothing from Mike. Basically, you're just telling the truth. You don't think Charles Martin could have got up when he got knocked down by Anthony Joshua and he stood there and then waited to right before the ref said 10 to stand up and then go put it. You know what you were doing, man. And AJ looked disappointed, like he knew the dude could have kept going. Ryan Racist Garcia could have kept going against Tank Davis. Remember, he went down and Tank walked up on him. He got up and backed up some more, went down, and Tank said, get up, man, and he shook his head, no. Yeah, quit. Can't take nothing from Tank. I went in there and scared you. I punked you. I scared you into quitting. And that's what Mike did with Bruce Seldon. He scared him into quitting. Simple. It's not to take credit from nobody. The truth is the truth, man. And people just for some reason can't deal with that. But you heard Mike Tyson admit these things. You heard what came out of his own mouth. But like I said, the fans will say something completely different. And at the end of the day, you know, what pisses them off is because they want to be able to say Mike was the best fighter of the 90s, but he wasn't. It was Holyfield and Lennox Lewis. Clearly. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. You know, we're not. Listen, over here, I don't do that sugarcoating, dancing on eggshells, favoritism, favorite fighter. I don't have a favorite fighter. Fuck all of them. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, this is what it is. That's you heard it from Mike Tyson's mouth, and you saw this footage I put together for you guys, because you know, people forget what happened, they forget what's said, and you go dig the footage up, and then I could imagine them having those stupid looks on their faces as they're sitting there watching their cell phone or Chromecasting it to their big screen or whatever, going, this motherfucker done made me look stupid again. No, you make yourself look stupid. I just basically give you the mirror. Yeah, because what you say doesn't match what you're looking at, and you realize how incredibly stupid your claims are. And my thing is, look, man, I'm a street dude, man. Holyfield's a street dude. Tyson's a street dude. Bruce Seldon, all these dudes, they street dudes. And you gonna tell me a motherfucker gonna hit me in my nuts, man? I hit you in your nuts too. You try to headbutt me, motherfucker, I'm an elbow. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing it to you. Remember when, I think was it Wepner, Ali was fighting? And this motherfucker just kept hitting Muhammad Ali in the back of the head. And the ref was not doing shit about it. And finally, Ali got to the point where he literally took his hand and started slapping this motherfucker in the back of the head. And the ref was telling him, no, Ali telling him, this motherfucker hit me all night. And you ain't saying shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm talking. I'm not going to try to camouflage it. No, I'm going to do it openly. This motherfucker over here hit me in the back of the head. Fine, I'm hit you in the back of the head. I'm not going to the referee. I'm not complaining to my man, he cheating. Man, he hit me in the... No, whatever you try to do to me, I'm going to do it to you. But I'm going to do it worse. Simple. I'm not going to bite you. I'm going to put your nasty, sweaty, fucking dirty ear in my mouth and bite it and bit the motherfucking ear off. That's what y'all... He didn't just bite him. He bit that shit off and spit it on the floor and then was pointing at it, remember? He headbutt me. And that wasn't some bitch shit to y'all. A man gets disqualified on purpose because he know he can't win and use the fucking bullshit headbutt. And what did Mills Lane tell him? Bullshit. And Mills Lane, you see, like he told the interviewer, he asked him, how many times you want the man to get bit? And notice how he worded it. I think that was Jim Gray. But notice how he worded it. Mills Lane was willing to stop the fight for Holyfield. What you mean stop it for Holyfield? No, motherfucker, there's rules. People seem to think that the rules that are being spoken about before the fights is just routine. Since when do we do that? This motherfucker bit this man nasty, sweaty ear, man, and then spit it out. I mean, you had his blood in your mouth and the whole shit. And you did that not once, but twice. Locked his arms and everything. Now, it's funny how everybody want to take the attention off of what Mike Tyson did. They want to make excuses about his upbringing. Mike Tyson is one fighter, I got to say, that his fan base treated him, even to this day, like he's a fucking baby, like he's completely stupid and can't think for himself. Mike knew what he was doing. And Mills Lane told him, when he headbutted me, bullshit. And like I said, unintentional butts. An old school thing that people do. We learned this shit as kids, okay? The Eddie Futches of the world. Archie Moores are different people. You see them in fights where when they would throw a punch, they would throw it. Bernard Hopkins does this shit all the time. And they tuck the chin. Why? Because if you counter, well, you're not hitting them square on the chin, and it's shielded by your pectorals, okay? So either way, when they shoot the shot or they throw a power shot, they lean in. They're not trying to hit you with the damn head. They're trying to land a punch. But when they lean in, if you're coming in, then that's what you call an accidental head clash, okay? A headbutt. You're either whipping your head up or whipping your head left or right or forward. Okay, not tucking your chin and coming in forward. First of all, you're coming in like that. If the person doesn't come forward, right, what's going to happen? Nothing other than either you're going to throw a punch and miss or land, or they're going to throw a punch and miss or land. But when they're coming in, Mike was leading with his head. And Mike Tyson said, I was headbutting him too, though. Yeah. Notice how you never once heard a Mike Tyson fan say that, but Mike said it. Notice how Mike Tyson admits he could never beat Muhammad Ali, but Mike Tyson fans will argue with Mike Tyson. This is exactly why I do what I do. I try to bring awareness, okay, with logic and reason and with common sense. And when Mike Tyson sits there and say that I was headbutting him too, it was about the butts and stuff, but no. A Mike Tyson fan, what are you saying? Mike, why you lying, man? You just trying to take up for Holyfield. Mike, you wasn't headbutting. They will argue with Mike Tyson about that one. Mike said it out of his own mouth. And they can't tell you why he bit Lennox Lewis on his fucking thigh to this very day. I guess Lennox Lewis secretly headbutted him and we just didn't see it. They can't tell you anything that they defend. They're like these people that defend the Bible, but they don't know what the fucking scriptures say or what they mean. But they'll try to tell you and defend something that they can't even explain to you. And they do the same thing. So when Mike Tyson sits there and say, but I was butting him too. Did Mike say that in the ring? No. And when Mills Lane said bullshit, and you watch that fight, that's why I said, look at how many times their head clash. Look at how many times, and look at who's lunging in. Holyfield standing his ground. A lot of times Holyfield a turn. Holyfield does that pull counter often. That's how he knocked out Buster Douglas. Buster went in the throwing shot, he pulled back, bam, right? But when you stand your grounds and you just turn at the waist, look at what my chin is, right? And you catch the shot because you see the shot, you catch the shot and come back, boom, or whatever, right? If you're coming forward and I'm already here and you're doing this, who's butting who? I'm standing forward, standing still. You're coming forward. You're coming forward. It's like fighters that do this shit right here. Try their shoulder roll, they do this. Now the elbow is up. Yeah, the elbow is up. Now if they're doing like this to, you know what I'm saying, lean back and you run in and then say he's elbowing me. No. People know how to put the elbow out. What I'm saying, you train for this shit. And you know how to counter these things. But what I'm saying, it's not that somebody's necessarily cheating. It's just you're rushing in relentlessly. Look at this guy, Samuel Peters. I hated Samuel Peters' style, but I love fighting people like Samuel Peters because they would always run into some shit, and those fights didn't last long. And that dude literally lunged with his chin. Now imagine him fighting a guy that turns at the waist and leans forward and you know, or shoulder. You run into and then say he's elbowing. No, you're running into shit. You're running into shit. And this is exactly why. When you, like Sean Porter style, I always hated Sean Porter style because he smothers his punches and he rushes in. Easy for head clashes, easy for some, you know, get caught with an elbow or something like that. You know, when you're punching and like that shoulder roll shit, when they do this, they pick the shot off. Now you decide to throw a punch that lunge in. Now he's been doing this the whole time. Now all of a sudden he's doing it to elbow you. No, you ran into that shit. But bottom line, you know, like I said, man, we're street dudes. You don't be complaining about that shit. You play street ball, man, and every time your ass drive to the hole, it sounds like bacon in a fucking pan. Every fucking hand pricks on you and shape. Ain't nobody out here, oh man, he hit me in the face. You understand what I'm saying? We street dudes, man. We ain't here fucking fighting to make millions of dollars and you here talking about somebody headbutts you. Like, come on, that's some bitch shit right there, man. And I'm pretty sure if Holyfield would have did that to Mike Tyson, people would hate him for it to this day. He bit Mike Tyson's ear off, man. Oh, come on, man. You understand? He bit Lennox Lewis on the thigh, man. Like, who does that shit? Fucking around biting people, man. He played in the wrong. Mike should play in some vampire movies, man. I think Mike would be great for that. Mike would fit in. He boom, just like that. I already know how to bite. Hey, Mike, do what you do best. But anyways, I just wanted to put this out here for you guys to see, man. We need more referees like Mills Lane. You know, if Mills Lane had been a referee in the Lamont Roach Tank Davis fight, Tank would have got a standing 8 count. He wouldn't have been able to talk Mills Lane into stop counting. He already started counting on top of that. If he'd have pulled that bull, I got grease in my eyes, he'd have been like, bullshit. Plain and simple. Whatever. It's a standing 8 count regardless to why. Mills Lane was a no-nonsense type of dude. That's the type of people I respect, man. Mills Lane wasn't trying to hear that bullshit, man. You went in there and you took a knee, regardless to what it was for, it's still a standing 8 count. Regardless. And the fact that, I think it was Jim Gray is asking, made the comment about he was willing to stop the fight for Holyfield. Like, motherfucker, Holyfield didn't need no advantages. Who the fuck is it? Holyfield? Holyfield ain't make this motherfucker bite him. And he said it was an intentional butt, not intentional headbutts, intentional butt. And he said to both guys, all right, stop the rough stuff or whatever and all, whatever. So he gave a fair warning to both, is what I'm saying. But he said it was one intentional butt, not butts, one. And that's why I said, you watch this fucking fight yourself. Stop fucking telling me and telling other people what somebody said. I'll sit right next to your fucking ass on the couch and show me. I've done this with people. And every single person goes, damn, you're right, man. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Is you're watching something and you're sitting there saying that shit happened that I don't see happening. And yet, you can't fucking sit there. I'm like, oh, every time you see a headbutt, tell me. I'm going to pause this shit. We're going to run it back. Then we're going to write down how many everybody sat there. And the only fucking is when you seen when Mike ran in. Oh, remember? Yeah. Same thing, but look at what Holyfield's doing. I'm like, look at his position and what he's doing. It's really simple, man. It's like you playing basketball. You jump up for to get a rebound. And as you're coming down, your arms are like this. Now you come down and somebody happen to just be standing right there. Accidents happen. But you come down doing this shit, you're swinging elbows. You don't know the difference between the two? So, yeah, Mills Lane stepped in there and did what he was supposed to do. Like he said, how many times you want the man to get bit? Clearly overlooking that, just let the fight go on because this is entertaining to us. That's what he might as well have said. Fuck the rules. But once again, y'all, you know, I speak the truth, and that's what I bring to you. Therefore, you can say what the fuck you want, but Holyfield said what he said to Mike Tyson's face. Mike Tyson sat there and admitted he was butting Holyfield. He said, I was butting him too. But, you know, in fairness, yeah. But like I said, he never said that back in the day. So it is what it is. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. I never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.